Hello everybody, welcome to my first Wizard101 video. My name is Cam, and just like a little introduction video to my channel, and wanted to talk about that a little bit, along with going over one of the main wizards on my account that I use mostly. As you can see here, he is an ice wizard. Kind of go over his gear setup and what my future plans are for this channel and what I want to do there. So yeah, welcome and let's get started. So I've been playing Wizard101 for quite a while now. Obviously, my account might not show it. I only have 2 max wizards. This one, Cameron Winter, who's maxed out at 170, along with a fire wizard, Cameron Ash. And I'll do a 170 setup video for him as well for educational purposes, right? People looking for 170 fire setup and everything like that. And then I have some lower level wizards that I'm working to bring up to max and grind out over the next little while. Looking to do that on live streams and everything like that. And the reason why, I wanted to make content on Wizard101 is because it's a game that I really enjoy. I've been playing it for a super long time, and so I figured with all the knowledge I have, maybe I can make some educational videos and some entertaining videos. There's definitely some things that I want to do and things I haven't quite done ever in the game. I've really stuck to the PvE side of things and really haven't dabbled into the PvP. So it's definitely something I would love to do is get myself in tune with that and kind of see what that looks like for me. And I feel like it could be very entertaining, and I do like making videos and creating content on different games, and so that's why I'm looking to do this. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy the content and keep coming back for more if you do. And so yeah, that's just a little introduction of me and my why I'm looking to do this and why I'm starting this channel. And so other than that, let's just kind of want to talk to you about my account a little bit. Obviously I have my level 170 here, Cameron Winter, excuse me. He's the very first wizard I created on this account, so he's kind of the main one I've been using. I have a buddy of mine that I quest with on this one. He's got a fire in his account, so we did like a fire and ice playthrough of the game together, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so this is kind of the main wizard on my account. Of course, again, like I said earlier, I have that 170 fire that I'm working on, and then the rest of the wizard classes on my account as well. So just kind of the stats here. Obviously, there is work to be done. So I have 205 damage for ice and 44 across the board, as well as 65 resistance. These two are going to change here soon, as I am currently working on new pet, because the current one I have is a triple damage, double critical and resist pet, and this was used good for, and I finished this pet before the new critical update came and they changed all those stats, so it was good for the time. It was good for questing. Obviously I wasn't the main hitter on my playthrough, so it was good, but I am looking to get a quint damage pet. I've been working on to get this on the Chivalrous Knight. So once that happens, obviously my damage will go up about 11 more than it currently is, put me around 216, as well as my resistance will go down to 55. But still a solid number, gives me good balance on everything there. Having solid damage for an ice, still above 50% resistance across the board. And then as well, I've hit 30% accuracy. Of course, that's super important. I'm never going to fizzle. Going to that, of course, 688 critical. It's pretty solid. 829 block. Again, solid. 34 armor piercing. Again, not too worried about armor piercing as an ice as of right now. Obviously for PvE, I'm not a main hitter. Ice is a support class. So pierce, this is enough to get me through most of a tower shield or some other ice shields, as well as completely going through a brace and stuff like that. So definitely good number there. And then pip conserve, really not too necessary. I mean, 25% for PvE is pretty solid, and then 99 pip and 104 shadow. So I am looking to see if there's any way, of course, to get that 100% power pip. I know there are some other pieces of gear out there that will give me more power pip than I currently have. Obviously, a 1% chance of pip failing isn't the end of the world because of the set I'm using, but I still want to see if I can find a way, because what I know, of course, everyone knows that using the nullity robe gets you that extra power pip along with a little extra damage. I'm not huge into raids. Again, that's maybe something I will get into later on this channel, but currently not too concerned about getting that done. So, gear I'm using, obviously, start with the hat, Dream Reaver hood. I mean, that's a staple for 170. You can, again, for most pieces of gear in here, you can stick to Aeon if you're not looking to get the Reaver gear. It's not too much different. For ice, you're going to get around the same damage, 1 or 2 increase there across the board with, you know, all the pieces of equipment, as well as just a couple extra pieces of, or a couple extra resistance, universal resist. Obviously, other than that, it's pretty similar to Aeon gear. So if you're not looking to go ahead and do the grinding for the Dream Reaver gear, and you just want to stick to the Aeon if you already have it, you can absolutely do that. Again, robe using the Dream Reaver. Reason why I wanted to go Dream Reaver, 1 is just because the extra stats that come with it, and 2, getting that extra blade is the extra 45 blade is very nice to have on hand in case I'm running a solo fight or anything like that. Obviously, the new update that'll be coming out in fall here shortly in the next coming month or so. We'll see if there's new stuff going on there and everything like that, where I could be running a little bit of solo stuff. So definitely having that extra blade on hand to go along with the sharpened ice blade, 245 blades in my deck is super awesome to have. So again, Reaver boots, getting that extra trap. This stuff's pretty self-explanatory. Just having full Reaver sets, just the best you can have if you're not looking to do raids. Obviously, if you're looking to spend a little money, there are some packs if you want a little extra damage or shadow. Pip, you know, there are stuff out there that are equivalent to the raid gear. As far as I know, there aren't the nullity robe currently isn't have something in the crown shop or anything like that where you could just spend the money and get that instead. Moving on to the wand, I have the cool fairy key parasol. I did pack this from the fanciful fairy K pack. Yeah, the horde pack here. It is equivalent to the Shibalba raid wand, the exact same stats, just a different name. Obviously, like I said, I'm not looking to do raids or haven't really been too interested in doing those, and just packing this was the easiest way for me. I did get it in only just a couple of packs. So but yeah, this wand is really good, best wand in the game. You can't miss on this one. Obviously, you get the 104 block, the 4 ice pierce and 8 or 4 universal, giving you 8 there. You're getting 3 accuracy. You're getting the 19 shadow, which is a big reason why I wanted to, because obviously I stick to PvE. Having that shadow pip is super important, because rather than the pip conserved, where if you have the Aeon or the Dream Reaver boomerang, right, you get that pip conserve instead. And so having that shadow is super useful. You get to run 24 crit, and then of course the 27 damage, 16 universal. So super good wand there that you can either get from doing the raids in Shibalba or opening the pack for it. Most likely I'm just going to be looking to do the packs for all my wizards. I mean, I opened quite a few to get it on my fire as well. And so I got some other 170 wands for some of the other wizards whenever I get them to that point. And then, of course, just went socketing it with that 155 health jewel socket. Moving on to the theme is, of course, the Dream Reaper knife. Super solid. A theme here gives you that 20 damage along with the 16 power pip, which is huge, and a decent amount of health. One thing being in ice is you're going to have a lot of health, and that's, you know, super beneficial if you're, you know, being a support, going first in those battles and taking a lot of the hits. I mean, you're going to need a lot of health for that. Sockets, again, the 155 tier socket for health. Went for double pierce on this, instead of, obviously, with the new Wallaroo crafting and jewels, you can have the damage sockets there. Again, I want to make sure I can be able to pierce through those 25 and you know, like the brace and everything like that. And so giving that those 12 extra pierce there's allowing me to do that. And then of course I did the fighting and everything like that. Got the badges to go ahead and craft the square jewels. Ice gets 7 plus 735 health, which is super nice. Higher than most schools. I think maybe life is maybe a little higher or around the same on the square jewels there from Wallaroo once you complete that. And so having those really get you that extra boost in health and making sure that you're not going to die anytime soon. Moving on to the amulet, I have again the Reaver amulet. Super good amulet. Big step up from the Dragoon amulet if you had that before, and the Aeon amulet. Pretty similar. Again, you get another 45 blade from this, so super nice. You can have 3 different 45 blades if you're an ice hitting, which is pretty nice to have. That's gets you that extra damage boost. Socketed this one with, of course, an accuracy jewel to make sure I don't fizzle ever, and then the +9 ice damage jewel to give me that extra boost in damage. So this one gives 9 resist across the board, which is good. I want to see if there's, obviously look do my research, see if there's ever a better amulet out there. Never can go wrong with doing that. Maybe if there's one with shadow instead of pip conserve and all that, but also gives a decent amount of health, 553, so pretty solid. Moving on to the ring, got the Cruel Dream Reaver ring. Obviously need to get that 155 jewel socketed on there. Just that 1 extra health just to make sure I can get it the top tier it can be, but also socketed this one with square jewel 735 along with the 9 damage. So just from socketing jewels, I think I have 18 or 27 additional damage. I don't remember if I had one on my deck or not. So that's super nice about what happened with Wallaroo, is getting those percentage instead of just flat damage jewels on there. But yeah, super nice ring. Gets you the 17 damage just from the ring itself, 19 power pip, decent amount of health and critical. And yeah, pretty solid ring there to have for 170. Going to the deck, using the Cruel Dream Reaver deck. I do have 2 of them socketed. Yeah, it looks like I have the damage sockets on them, so about 27 damage extra damage percentage that I am getting from sockets on my gear here. Best deck, right? Get you that pip at the beginning of the round, some Arch Mastery, critical block, and some health. So not much else you can ask for from that. And of course, it gives you the Moon Trap spell, which is nice to have, especially as Ice has ability to learn, Arch Mastery with Myth and everything like that. So very nice to have, and for PvP, I'm sure that's useful as well. But yeah, that's that. So, and then finally, you just use an Wizard101 mount. So I don't have any stat boosting mounts yet. Obviously, I'm looking to get those. In a perfect world, I'll have one for Power Pepper or the Gulcher that can give me the 3 additional damage. And then finally, like I said, I was talking about just a little bit earlier, pet. I'm using just a Scratchy Frillasaur because I was using the set bonus that came with that, with the wand. So I used that for a while for that extra damage boost. But obviously that's not necessary now, and I can move on from that. But yeah, triple damage, 10 resist, and then the 63 critical that will be changing. I'm looking to do quint damage pet. I just need to get training on that. Hasn't been going too well. Kind of been failing, but just got to get rid of those sticky talents to get that point. So yeah, that's kind of where my ice is right now. I'm gonna be working on it periodically to get that pet fully maxed out, and then hopefully one day get that culture amount to get the additional 3 ice damage, which can help out. Would have put me at right around 220 ice damage, which would be super solid. 55 resist, perfect accuracy, and everything like that. So yeah, so if you have any suggestions or anything like that of ways that I can improve my ice, or any gear suggestions that could come from that, I really appreciate you guys if you left those in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm super excited to get this channel underway, and I have a lot of fun with it. Gonna be looking to do live streams and everything like that as much as I can about questing and everything like that on my other wizards. just having a good time and getting those ones up to date. So yeah, if you enjoy the content or you're looking forward to it, I know I have some awesome things in mind I want to do and to bring some life to this game. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. But if you do enjoy the content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.